Hi there, thank you for joining me. It's Monday the 30th of October and I have a 2-card tarot reading for you. I'm using my Rider-Waite cards today. They're quite old but very good at giving us some fantastic messages. So let's see what comes out today. 1 and 2. Right, okay, well that's lovely. I mean, we had the Ace of Inspiration yesterday on our Sunday cards, and here it is again in a slightly different format of the Ace of Wands. And I really do love it when these cards keep coming out over and over again. Friday, Saturday, we had the Lovers cards. Sunday, Monday, now we've got the Ace of Wands. So there's really, I feel like that is a continual message about choosing to create, choosing to move forward, choosing to start fresh, new projects. It's quite exciting. And so I'm really loving that energy. But obviously we can't help but notice this 9 of Swords here. Now, one thing that I always say with the tarot is that all cards are neutral. If you were to look at that 9 of Swords, you'd be struggling to find something positive in that card, wouldn't you? It doesn't look like a particularly great scene on the face of it. You've got a lady laying up in bed. She's got her head in her hands. She's, you know, it's the card of the insomniac. It's the card of somebody that's full of anxiety and worry. But what are they worrying about? You know, swords are about thoughts. So if you think of some of the sword cards where you've got like the 10 with the swords in the back, you've got the 3 with the heart and the swords through it. Look at what these swords are doing. Nothing. They're laid down. No, they're kind of hung up, should I say, on the wall to the side of her. They're not pointing at her. They're not causing harm. They're not causing any kind of danger. They are not being held by someone. They are not surrounding her, trapping her so that she can't move out. They're not doing anything. And this is a kind of recurring thing that we've had about the swords. I think we had the 8 of Swords a few days ago, and I was saying, you know, it's about mindsets. It's about changing mindsets. And I really feel like this is another step forward to just realizing when thoughts are stopping us and preventing us from A, sleeping, B, doing things because we're, you know, literally laying in bed in fear of actually taking that next step forward. The only thing that's actually got grasped here is this wand. You know, this is this huge hand of like, come on, take this wand. Stop worrying about the swords. Take the wand of creativity. And yeah, you know, it's just giving us that message again that these swords are not harming us. They're just our thoughts passing through our brain. And we can decide whether or not we allow those to overshadow what's really happening. I feel like this is the sort of, you know, halfway through the night where our mind is running away with us. And this is actually the day. This is really what's happening. This is the opportunities that we've got. So I really do feel there's these two sides to our human self here, isn't there? There's seeing these amazing opportunities that we could have and worrying about whether they're going to go right or not. And you're never really going to know unless you grasp the opportunities and run with them. And I always feel like, what's the worst that could happen if you just tried something and it didn't work out? What's the worst that could happen? You know, it's you never know until you do stuff, do you? And I feel like this 9 and Ace together making a 10, I feel like this is a real urge to end this completion of holding ourselves back, if that makes sense. You know, obviously we've had this eclipse energy build up and we've had this new beginning being offered to us, and here it is again. And I feel like this is just clearing away the cobwebs of all the old outdated ways of thinking that we have had in the past. So yeah, it's interesting actually. I never quite know. And if you've got this pack and it's clearer here, there's like a carving on this bed. And it looks like 2 people having a fight. So, you know, imagine going to bed on that bed and seeing that carving every night. It would give you nightmares, wouldn't it? But I do love on, you know, the beautiful blanket with all the flowers. There's this sort of promise that not everything is as bad as we paint it to be, you know. It depends what you focus on. You focus on the little bedspread there with all the beautiful roses, or you're focusing on the darkness and the swords. You know, there is always something in a card that makes you realise they're not quite as bleak. You know, there's two sides to everything. So what's the two sides to this ace? Well, okay, we've got the castle there on the mountain, and we've got the water there, which could possibly mean that we've got to make some sort of crossing to get where we need to go. If this is our aim, if this is our dream, it looks like, you know, there's quite a few obstacles to get to where we want to be. But it's not impossible, is it? It's not impossible. And of course, we've got these beautiful little bits of growth on this wand here as well, which just, you know, it just signifies, I feel like, another opportunity for us to grow and learn something about ourselves, something about the world, something about other people. There's lots of exciting opportunities there. I keep saying opportunities, don't I? So maybe something will present itself to you this week. And I'm saying this week because we've had this card and yesterday the Ace of Inspiration. So I feel like that's building up a bit of energy. So you may not see it today, it might be throughout the week. This kind of keeps going and going. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see what comes up tomorrow. I feel like wouldn't it be amazing if it was a hat trick of Ace of Wands? Let's see. Come back tomorrow and have a look. I hope that message was helpful to you. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.